Hey guys, it's me, Robin Jenkins at Opal Business Solutions. And today I'm going to share a few of the great feature releases in the Microsoft Dynamics GP 2018 October 2022 release. This will be the first of 3 videos. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it. One of the latest features that Microsoft has released for Dynamics GP is to print the cash receipt. This is set up as both a report writer report and as a Word form, so the cash receipt can be assigned specifically to a customer. Then, when you enter the cash receipt transaction, as I've done so here on my screen, you can print the form or email it directly to the customer. The cash receipt can be printed from the cash receipts entry or from the receivables transaction navigation list. To do so, you enter your cash receipt as I've shown here, and then you would hit the print button, and then you would send that to the screen or the printer or to a file, and up comes the cash receipt document that you can now send to your customer. The next thing we're going to get into is the 1099 NEC form with lines. A core feature of Microsoft Dynamics GP is the ability to print payables 1099 statements for vendors. Continuing that functionality, Microsoft has now added a built-in format with the boxes and the lines for the 1099 NEC form. Now, when you select to print the 1099 NEC form, you have the option of printing the form type one wide with boxes. When this option is selected, the form will print on blank paper. I've chosen my year of 2023. I've filled in all of my information. I got to this window by going to my purchasing page and then my routines panel and print 1099. When I click the button at the top, print forms, voila, I'm going to shoot this to the screen in our example. Now your 1099 comes out with the boxes and lines. Another feature we're going to discuss is the email approve automatically post workflow batches. In October of 2021, Microsoft released functionality to allow the user to mark to auto post a batch that was approved when the workflow for the batch was completed. One of the requests after this release came out was that we extend the capability for the auto post when a workflow task is approved from an email. In October 2022, with the GP release, Microsoft addressed that functionality and extended the capability to include all workflow tasks. So now, when the workflow task is approved from an email and it completes the workflow process, the system will create a scheduled task in the report scheduler window to automatically post the batch. This will work for general ledger, accounts receivable, and accounts payable batches that have workflow assigned to. Just to touch on the summary display bank reconciliation for payables credit card payment, once you upgrade, the option in the payable setup is not marked and all the batches are still set to post how they were before. For a credit card batch to enable the option, the credit card must be set up to be used by the company in credit card setup and associated with a checkbook ID. And now you can choose to have the system post a credit card batch in summary. Then all the payments will post in a batch to record as one transaction. You can still zoom in from the summary record to see the individual payments included. And remember, we touched a little bit earlier on this setting in the video. That would be found under your purchasing page. And then under your setup panel, under payables, again, it's the same setting here. The next thing we're going to talk about is the summary display bank reconciliation for payables EFT. Now you can choose to have the system post an EFT batch in summary to bank reconciliation. Once the option is set in payables setup, the drop-down will display for the batch in payables batch entry for an EFT computer check payment. This will then post all the payments in the batch as one record to bank reconciliation. You can zoom from the summary record to see the individual payments included. On the upgrade, the option in payable setup is not marked, and all batches are set to post as they do prior to the October 2022 release. So what I've done here is I've taken myself to the payable setup window, which I did so by going to my purchasing page and then my setup panel and clicking payables. And note that this box is not marked, as I have not marked it, but should you choose to use the summary display bank reconciliation for payables EFT feature, you would come into this window and simply mark this. Well, guys, that's all we have time for today, and thanks for listening in. If you're interested in any of these features and you're not on GP 2018, give us a shout and we'll help you out. Please be sure to subscribe and check back for more videos on the latest Microsoft Dynamics GP 2018 October 2022 release.